Hey everybody, it's Gypsy. Well, it is Wednesday, February 15th. It is 3:25 a.m. It has happened again. This has been going on since like Saturday night, Sunday morning. It occurs somewhere between 2 and 4 p.m. The pain in my knee becomes so intense that it wakes me up, even though I was given pain medication right before bed. Previous to this weekend, my pain medications lasted through the night, I think. Oh, when I was in the last hospital, they were giving it to me, I think about 3 or 4 in the morning. Come to think of it, I just remembered that. After I got here, though, I was able to get through the night. I told the doctor yesterday I thought I just needed to readjust my bed, that it was the position I was sleeping in. So I did that last night. He did tell me, he goes, all right, let's experiment with that, see if that's the issue. He says, but are you okay? The ghosts in my life are at it again. Yeah, ice packs just don't come flying off of bathroom sinks. We have vanity sinks in the bedroom. Don't worry, I'm not doing this in the bathroom. Anyways, and knock it off, you guys, please. Yes, we said let's just see. So when he comes in this afternoon, I'm going to tell him that wasn't the issue. I'm not sure what it is, but it's very specific, and I think it's like in a pinpoint spot, which I believe is where the break started at the tibia plateau, and then it goes around and down. So I'm going to talk to him tonight. It is going to be difficult for me, like in the truck and stuff. Anytime I have to stay in one spot, my wheelchair, I'm always comfortable in. So I don't know what's up with that. I'm going to talk to him and let you guys know. Okay, for those of you up north, you'll get a kick out of this. Got this amount of snow early this morning, and everything's closed down. They closed the schools and everything. Yeah, they just don't have the equipment for the roads that, like we do up north. This would be nothing for us, and it took a lot to get, schools closed where I lived. But I was talking to one of the employees who live here in Albuquerque, and she says, well, we have a lazy mayor. I said, what do you mean? She goes, he'll clean the roads around his neighborhood, around his house, so he can get in and out, but he doesn't do the rest of the city. She said, so it was hard for me to get to work this morning. But yeah, this is all it takes. I mean, this isn't like a half an inch? I don't know. But yep, this is a snowstorm. Hey everybody, so it's like, I don't know, 8:30. I just finished breakfast. It was very good. Yeah, I had farina with honey and a bagel with peanut butter and a little bit of jelly and some fruit, cranberry juice, and coffee. It's very good. They're good. Their food here is good. So I don't have my first therapy session until 11 a.m. So I have occupational therapy from 11 to 12:30. Then I get a half an hour break, and from 1 to 2:30, I have physical therapy, which should work out good because my son and daughter-in-law land in Albuquerque at 1:30. And then they have to get over here because my pickup is parked in the hospital garage. So they'll probably stop and see me, and, because they have to pick up the truck. So that ought to work out good. It should be good timing. So I talked to the hospital doctor about the pain I'm getting during the night. I'm progressing really well. I have pain during the day still, naturally, but I mean, it's compared to what I had even just last week and when it first happened and right after my operation, it's like much better. But it's that 3 o'clock in the morning thing. I wake up suddenly with such sharp, excruciating pains in my knee. So the hospital doctor here stopped by when I was eating breakfast, and we discussed it. I told him I talked to the young doctor yesterday about it too. And he said, well, when's your appointment with your surgeon? And I said, tomorrow morning. He says, be sure you discuss that with him. Explain him what you're feeling in the morning. And I don't know, it's got to be being in the bed. I told the doctor when I'm in my wheelchair, I feel much better. Now my walker, obviously that hurts because my leg is dangling, and so you have the weight, gravity pulling down my leg naturally, and I've got, that brake there. But then, man, this leg stabilizer, the brace, that thing's heavy. That thing weighs a ton. So it's harder with my walker. That's why I'm only to use that for short distances. It does make it much easier though. When I'm in my room, I can use the walker to get to the bathroom. And I found last night when I'm in the bathroom, I'm getting ready for bed, I use my walker to get to the bed. It's easier for me to get in bed from the walker instead of the wheelchair. Transferring from the wheelchair to the bed or the toilet or an examination table or whatever, that's awful. It's really bad. But I'm doing really well except for that thing at night. So if I could just get that figured out and taken care of. It's late, it's trying to sleep, laying down, whatever. I've tried, different positions with the bed and stuff, and it's not working. So I'm going to find out about that. So let's see. Right now where I'm at is today's Wednesday. I'm going to be discharged on Friday. Now, I have been accepted medically at the skilled nursing facility. We are waiting for my insurance company. And my insurance company is a Figo di Batana, and keep your fingers crossed that they will approve it. My son and daughter-in-law are taking me up to Ohio because I cannot live on my own yet. Even though I'm doing good at all this stuff, it's still difficult for me to get around. And everybody in my family works. So, New Mexico or Ohio, there's nobody to stay with me and take care of me. So I do need a skilled facility until I'm a little further along. I don't know how long, I don't know, And this skilled facility does have rehab, not as often and as intensive as here. It's more like temporary nursing home care. It's for someone who it's only temporary and they're going to be better and going home. It's not a permanent one. So this is what I need right now. I'm getting around better, but not enough yet to be left on my own. So I kind of need that. After that, I have no clue what my life's, I don't know how long it's going to be before I'm totally on my feet. My life is up in the air and I just don't know what to do. And my dog, like yesterday I was talking to my son and he goes, I just want to let you know your dog is swimming in the Chagrin River right now. Because my son has a pond on his property and the Chagrin River runs right behind his property. So my dog was swimming in there. I'm like, you guys got home already? They were really quick. So, my dog loves Ohio because of all the water. He just, last time when he was there for Christmas, he nearly pulled my daughter-in-law into the pond. Here one time, I took him to the Rio Grande and he nearly pulled me into the river. It was he was all excited. He's like, oh, Mom, if we swim this way, we'll end up in the Gulf of Mexico. We could go visit Ken. Now I'd rather take the car or the truck. So, my concern with him is it's going to be a long time before I can even take him for a walk, and he's very strong. My son did buy him this, it's like a harness and leash in one, and it's made for dogs who pull, which, he does pull, and I was trying to work with him on that, but I have no idea when I am going to be in good enough shape to walk him and play with him. He is big and he is strong. He's a sweetheart. He would never hurt anybody intentionally, but we have to be careful there. So I'm trying to, one of my main goals is to figure out a safe way for him to get the exercise he needs, safe for both of us until I am totally back on my feet. They said total recovery, it will be, it's at least 6 months. And at my age, and I know years ago, I haven't had it checked since, that I had osteopenia. So this could be an issue for me. I don't know how the healing process is going to go for me. I don't know. But anyways, I have all this stuff I need to figure out. So kind of taking it one step at a time. Right now, I need to be with my family. Like my brother said, you'll be in the skilled nursing care, but your family, we're all around you. We're all here and we'll figure this all out. Okay, so I just taking it one step at a time. So I don't know what's going to happen after this. Right now, I'm just like sending vibes out to the universe to get my insurance company to cover this. I'm just happy I'm going to be with my family. I'm more comfortable with that. So that's where I am now. We'll see what happens. And I've got my therapy ahead of me today. Okay, so the resident doctor came to talk to me about my pain issues during the night. He put in an order for me to get scheduled pain medication at 2 a.m. And he goes, they're going to have to wake you up for that. I said, yeah, they did that at the other hospital. So, maybe I can get like a full night's sleep because I am not getting enough sleep and I'm tired. You can probably tell by my eyes. So we're going to try to fix that. And he said, let's see what the surgeon says tomorrow. Let's see. The admissions person from the new facility, my next one, called me to introduce herself and tell me about the place. And she told me their therapists, all their therapists on staff have been there for at least 15 years, and they have real good therapy. I told her I love physical therapy. I really think physical therapy and occupational therapy are, I have to put my arm on my armrest, are the best things that medicine has ever invented. Everything I learned how to do while I am, convalescing, whatever, gives me more confidence. It makes me feel better about myself. I mean, you guys saw how excited I was yesterday that now all I need is the wheelchair to get into the bathroom. And although the tech is outside the bathroom door, I'm doing everything myself now. Really important to me. These kind of things give me confidence, make me feel like an adult again, make me feel better about myself. Because what we have to remember is healing is not just a physical thing. Healing is physical, emotional, and spiritual. So when you are in a position where people have to do everything for you, and I mean even the most intimate, private things for you, it really messes with your confidence, how you feel about yourself, your hope for the future, etc. So I love physical therapy, and I set these goals, and when I reach them, it just makes me feel good, and I really feel it helps in all aspects of my healing. So I'm glad to hear that. I told her, I said, I used to work for hospice in Cleveland, and when my son told me the name of your facility, I said, I've never heard of them. But then when I looked up online, I saw their old name was Heartland. So I knew who they were then. And she says, yeah, they keep, the big companies keep buying up the smaller ones. And she said that they're about to change again because this Legacy company is buying them out. And if Legacy is who I think they are, I'm glad I'm going now, because I believe Legacy is the one who owned the nursing home my aunt was in. It was so miserable, we moved her. And then the following year when I was working for hospice, I had a patient there, and I was like watching very carefully. And then I remember when I got too sick to work anymore, my boss and I were working on a big project there, and we were both like keeping an eye out. I know whenever a hospice worker goes into a facility and we have our badge on and they know who we are, I mean, they straighten up. They're very attentive to the patients and stuff. I used to go in and anything I saw miss, I would report to my boss. I would call him. I would go out in the lobby and call. So you have to be really careful with these places. But from what I remember, this place is very good. I'm not worried about it. This woman was very nice. We just got to get through insurance. And she told me to make sure that all my therapy notes today and tomorrow are sent to her. She already talked to my caseworker here, got my previous therapy notes and stuff. And she wants the last 2 days too, because she said it's going to help them with my recovery there, and insurance is going to want it. So right now we're still dealing with insurance. Then I got a text from my son. They had a layover in Denver. he said their flight is delayed, so they're going to be at least an hour late. Told him I'm not surprised to hear that because I had just, right before he texted me, I read about a snowstorm that's up north. It's going across the Midwest from like Denver to Detroit or Ann Arbor or something like that. So I wasn't surprised to hear that. But yeah, it's been a busy day and I haven't even gotten to therapy yet. So I guess I'm going to get ready for that. So everybody, it's been a grueling day of both occupational therapy and physical therapy. I think that has more to do with my lack of sleep. I need sleep. Let's see. My son and daughter-in-law, their connection flight, like I said, got delayed an hour. And so they get here to Albuquerque and they're stuck on the runway for an hour. So they're finally here, not at the hospital yet, though. So I'm waiting for them. Ooh, they're going to pick up me up like a hamburger or some kind of food that's not hospital food. Which would be nice for a change. It's been over 2 weeks of hospital food. But I'm like moving up here in the world. I got my, I hope you guys can hear me. I'm not talking loud because I don't want to disturb other patients. I got my tools. They call them in occupational therapy to help me do things. Well, like when I'm in the shower, she gave me this. It's a sponge on a very long handle, so I could reach down and wash my feet, stuff like that. That's really great. This thing, I still have it in the bag. You can see it's got like a hook, and it's got another hook down here. This is so, well, I can put my pants on. So like I would put my bad, like hook it onto my bad leg first, push that up, and then on the other leg and pull it up until I can reach it with my hands. I mean, I know it's silly, but I'm so excited about this stuff. But here's my favorite. This is the one I was most excited about. Because even right now, I mean, it's like, it's hard to even do my right leg. So this is my sock putter on. So what I do, my sock putter on, I put my sock on this end, and I don't have my stand with me, so my camera stand. So the seam of the sock has to be straight across here. So I put my foot inside the tube after the sock is on here. And then, I just kind of pull until my toe is in the sock. And then I just keep pulling and this thing comes off and voila, my sock is on. Shoes could be a bit of a problem. I didn't think of that one. But it's like with my left foot is still so swollen. Shoes aren't going to have slippers, will, but not shoes. So anyways, that's where I'm at now. My son and daughter-in-law should be here soon. So I was really excited to get my tools, my occupational therapy tools, so I could do this stuff myself. I hate having other people do it for me, So that's nice. It's really good. Let's see. Tomorrow I have to get up early, so I better get some sleep tonight. Because the hospital is driving me over. I think my appointment's at the other hospital where I had my operation, to have my appointment with my surgeon. I believe he's taking out my stitches, which will be nice, taking off my bandages, so then I just have my brace. So that, I'm hoping, will give me more comfort. So I think I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.